is Lograj Analalaki Selvam, and my group members are Wan Aiman and Muhammad Hidayat. I am glad here to meet you all via virtual conference. First of all, I would like to thank Polytechnic Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin, matrix21, and my lecturer Ponsu Siwati because giving me this opportunity. Today, I am here to present about a written paper, Developing Smart Systematic Restaurant System at Restauran Selamath.
Firstly, I would like to move on with my introduction. The system that I have developed can facilitate and save time for its user. Secondly, the system that can eliminate the use of paper pens to store data. Thirdly, this system will collect, filter, process, create and even disseminate data and suitable for businesses. Fourthly, the system also facilitates administrator. Next, we will move to problem statement. The main problem of food orders typically uses a manual method where customers places orders using pen and paper. Second problem statement are the food preparation process also takes a long time to complete. Thirdly, records of order from customers are always inaccurate. With this, developing a food order management system that combines functionality with technology devices is essential. Next, we will move to scopes. The first one is help the food ordering process more efficiently. Second, reduces errors when taking orders and calculating price more accurately. And third one, helps to keep data in a proper way and accurately. The system will become important tools used for restaurant. Next, the data will always be systematic and restaurant can manage the data easily. Staff can enter food order data from customers into the system, and the system always facilitates administrator and staff in managing the business. Next, we move with objective. In this system, we have three main objectives. First one is to identify the requirement for a smart systematic restaurant. Secondly, developing a smart systematic restaurant, and thirdly, performing a testing to the system efficiently and functionality of the system. Next, the background of this system. Firstly, we have 4 users in this system: admin, cashier, chef, waiter. So the admin able to manage data. Once the admin able to manage the data, the waiter start to take the order from the customer. Once the waiter take the order, the process will move on next step to chef. Chef will start doing the dishes after seeing the orders from the display of monitor in the kitchen. And the last part where cashier perform. The cashier has the authority to maintain the data taken from the customer. In this system, we avoid marketing errors in calculation where cashier take parts. Next, to ensure the data and the supplier and worker is correct. And next, to make sure the food is ordered correctly by the customer and delivered correctly to the customer. Next, we will move to methodology. In this system, we have used waterfall model was selected during this project development because waterfall model is a linear sequential life cycle model. The development of one phase starts only when the previous phase is completed. It also a very straightforward approach, finish one phase to move on with the next. Next is project methodology. For the first one is requirement gathering and analysis phase. So in this, we identify the scope, boundaries, problems and plan strategies for new information system development. Next, construct a Gantt chart with the plan in developing the system. And next, problem and system requirement will be identified. The second one for this methodology is system design phase. So design that is a user interface for the system to meet the requirements. Next, develop a logical design such as CD, DFT and ERD. Thirdly, design process for the system based on the requirement of the customer. Next, hardware, software and data resources that will satisfy the requirement can be determined. This is the CD of our system. So as I said, we have 4 users: admin, customer, cashier, chef and waiter. So once the admin access to the systematic restaurant, the waiter can start taking the order and move on to the chef, and the chef will move on to the cashier. Next, this is our physical design user interface for our restaurant, where the first picture you have seen are the ordering taking place, and the next one is the chef where we make the dishes, and the last one is the delivery process occur. Next, project methodology, third one is implementation phase. The system is first developed in a small program called units, where it integrates in the next phase. Each unit is developed and tested for the functionality, which are referred to as unit testing. The fourth one are testing phase. So in this testing phase, the system to see the effectiveness of each function. Next, testing is performed to identify problem found in the structure source code in order to be repairable. In this unit testing, individual units are or components of a software are tested and UAT process performed. Next, for the fifth one methodology is deployment phase. The system is used in a real environment to test the capabilities, and the product is ready for use in a real environment by all the end users of the product. Sixth, which is maintenance phase. Providing support and maintenance for this system as well as ensuring it runs smoothly. If an error, defect or a bug occur while the customer is using, the system will be corrected. These are the results that we have gathered at the end of the day. Unit testing is performed to determine the accuracy in each process that existing and to verify that process meets the requirement. So in this week, you guys can see that all the process that occur is past 100%. Next, moving on with the waiter, chef and cashier, all the passes are also gone through with 100%. Based on the unit testing, it conclude that all the functions and process in this smart systematic restaurant is functioning well. Next, the result. User UAT, user acceptance testing, is performed by the end user of the system such as admin, waiter, chef and cashier in the restaurant. So once we have done the system, we provide this system for the user functionality to the end user so they can make a testing purpose. So in this, we have prepared 10 questionnaire system and 6 question system for the system functionality and user interface. For the first one, for evaluation of this system is Likert scale has been used to obtain the respondent feedback. As you see, we have an index of 0 to 19%, 20 to 39%, 40 to 59%, 60 to 79, and the last one 80 to 100, which is very good. So these are our percentage of system interface evaluation. So the yellow one boundaries are yes and the orange one are no. So as you can see, all the user interface criteria tested reached the highest percentage of 94.9 to 100%. Overall, that I can conclude that this interface design for smart systematic restaurant is very suitable and meets the end user. And next, I would like to show you the percentage system functionality evaluation by respondent. So there are 10 type of respondent that I have shown you in the graph above. All the system functional criteria tested showed on a very good rating scale based on the index between 100 to 95%. Overall, it can be concluded that this system is functionality for smart systematic restaurant functionality well and meets the needs of system user. Next, the discussion purpose. Smart systematic restaurant that have been developed for Restauran Selamath has provided an attractive, simple and easy way to understand. The system can make it easier for administrator to manage all information and data. So the conclusion I would like to make for today is smart systematic restaurant is one of the systems that able to help any restaurant worker to manage all the data. The system can help implement systematic restaurant management, and it saves a lot of time and highly recommended to all traders who open restaurants. This system will get even the opportunity to make a restaurant and a life easier. They will not only help your restaurant to grow, but it will make it efficiently. So with this, I would like to conclude that the system that I and my team created are always right. And thank you very much for listening until these minutes. Thank you.